oranges was written a vow to our community. And so our community could come up and could pick an orange, and that would be the vow that we would make to them. I think that the esteemed poet Camille Norton was at that wedding.
And this was at the Center for Sex and Culture in San Francisco, the clitoris of the USA.
And we actually had a live orange juicing machine, which was very nutritious. Orange juice is very nutritious.
And it was orange, the space. And there's Tina Butcher, a.k.a. Madison Young, who will be performing tomorrow as well. So you don't want to miss that. Here's my bridal
wedding parties.
Scarlett Harlot, who's here today, and will be my bridesmaid again tomorrow. And also Veronica Hart.
And also Tina
Carol
Takamoto.
Queen. Joseph Kramer, our husband, will be there.
And again, we exhibited the ephemera in an art gallery. So what we do is we have these performances, and then we save all of the objects and all of the artifacts from those performances and show them later. And it's pretty eclectic.
You want to give the esteemed panel some cake, ladies? We got some. Oh, you got some cake? Okay. Okay.
Good.
Here is our yellow wedding, which was in Calgary, Canada. We only knew 4 people there, but 250 people came and bought tickets, and 50 local artists in Calgary helped create the Dream Artist Wedding at a theater festival.
And we were actually legally married there, so since we've already been married once, we can't actually get married again, but we are so thrilled about the Supreme Court decision.
Yes.
And there we are with our motley wedding crew.
And another bouquet by Angela. This theme was courage and power, so we had kind of a samurai warrior kind of theme. And we didn't know any of these folks except one. And now actually Victoria Singh, we did know, she's coming tomorrow as well.
That's her, so Ganashini.
There are certain people that are
Victoria's
now
here.
Following.
Hi, Victoria.
Victoria.
Hi, we're so glad you're here.
She came all the way from Canada to be from Calgary, right? No, Vancouver.
So this is actually the performance piece I did just before I became chair of the art department, because it was the chakra of power and courage.
Chair.
And here's some of the audience and some of the performers that performed.
It was a big theater, and people kept saying, God, I can't believe there were all these wonderful people in Calgary. That I didn't know all these great people were here. It was such a love fest, and people were so beyond generous. It was absolutely wonderful. And at the end, I got Beth a lap dance with a stripper friend, and a guy, and that kind of got people's
TMI, honey.
Okay.
Okay, so anyhow, here's the barrister who actually is presenting us with our wedding certificate. And there we are with our, the lion, our like little timid lion.
And for our performance, we did about a 5-minute kiss, an endurance kiss. And this woman had married 6,000 couples. And after our kiss, she
was
said,
powerful.
She said, I've married 6,000 couples, and that was the longest.
And I'd also just like to point out that it was a funny thing that happened in both San Francisco and Calgary. In San Francisco, Professor E.G. Crichton and Camille Norton did a piece where they bound us together, and people in Calgary did the same things.
And we never know what people are going to do, so tomorrow's going to be really a surprise in a lot of ways, and anything could happen, especially in an interventionist conference. Huh?
Right. And so Ted and Susanne mentioned the show at the ICA in San Jose, and actually the artist Michael Smith is here. He's in the show, and there's a couple of the people that are in the show want to just stand up. The people that are here, because I know there's some other people.
It's a really beautiful show. Or Suzanne,
there are a couple people.
Suzanne
right?
O'Malley curated it. Lindsay, where's Lindsay Kelly? She's been amazing. Lindsay Kelly rocks.
So there's a fantastic show in San Jose called This Show Needs You, and the show is all about collaboration and people engaging in the work. Lori Gordon's in the show. It's just a really fun. Linda's in the show. That's really
right. Linda just did a whole bunch of endurance art there, and I think we like doing art as life and life as art because we get to have wonderful interns come from Europe and serve cake and be with these wonderful people. It makes life interesting.
Well, what it really does is it really allows us to engage in a community on a professional level, because we know that if we're doing our life as art and the kinds of communities that we actually build, I can't tell if you're trying to hug me or pushing me to go faster, but anyhow, it really allows us to make every moment count. That's what life as art is it really makes one conscious of every moment of their life, because, you know, my best man in my red wedding's dead now, and it's somebody I miss a lot. And, you know, when you work with your friends and you work with your lovers and you work with your students and your community, it really makes life have a certain kind of meaning that, you know, well, I don't know what it's like to be an accountant. Sometimes I fantasize. It must be really incredible to be an accountant, because you just make lots of money and you don't have to really get emotionally entangled and politically entangled and, you know, theoretically entangled and all kinds of entanglements. But I couldn't imagine doing that. And so I'm really, you know, so honored and so pleased to be working with people like Guillermo Gómez-Peña or Ted and Susanne or Annie Sprinkle or Linda Montano and all the people that have come to this conference. It's just incredible. And to think that that's my work just makes me so, you know? Here's some more of our installation at the ICA. It kind of looks like Graceland.
These are all things people make and give us, all these things. Even though we ask for no gifts, we end up with these things. It's wonderful.
Well, this was some work from Tina Takamoto, and then I don't know why, but my sister in West Virginia sent us these love dice. You know, we have the whole West Virginia contingent, which you can't even imagine what comes out of that corner of the world. And then
red
Deborah Bright made us a little cootie catcher.
Bags of red rice. And there's always party favors, hors d'oeuvres.
Every time I tell my sister we're exhibiting something of hers, she just gets so thrilled, though. Anyhow.
That's the last photo, so, yeah.
So we hope you will all come to the wedding tomorrow. I mean, there's no pressure whatsoever.
No, in fact, we have too many people already. So, no, I'm kidding.
My lover is very honest, but I want to invite all of you, okay? There's never too many.
No, it's a big love fest, and hopefully it won't be too hot. Bring suntan lotion and a hat.
And a blanket maybe to sit on. But, and I just again want to thank all of you
and please
for
give our
participating
interns
in this.
applause.
Yes,
for
our
serving
interns.
The cake.
Welcome them to America, huh?
And you want to do the cake smearing? Linda said that her Indian friends always do cake smearing on faces, so we thought we'd just end with some cake smearing on faces in the light. Thank you. And
okay, I'm not sure how this one's going to go.
These are gifts, these green egg holders, which have rocks in them. And so we're just going to try this Indian tradition. And save your forks, and we'll wash them.
We're going to recycle the forks. Okay, honey, you ready? Let's go stand in the front. Here, honey. Here.
Emergency napkins needed there. No. Last but by no means least, it's my very great honor to introduce Linda Montano to you all.
Yay! Oh, the lights. Adam. Lights.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Come, Holy Spirit.